Hello and welcome back to GT Retro World. Well, today we're going to have a look at something I picked up in March from a Ripon and District ARS rally, and these have been sat in this box now, like I say, for a good 3 months. But I thought I'll get them out and we'll have a look at them before I put them in the loft or wherever I want to put them. I might even let them go yet if anyone's interested. But anyway, we've got the first one out, and this basically is the base station. Now, Catswhiskers were intended for businesses, so you'd have the base station, or you could have just all mobile for that matter, and if you had, say, 5 or 6 rigs, you could access each radio through tones. So if you wanted to get in touch with someone on, say, radio A, you'd hold this button in and it'd wake it up. You both have to be on the same channel, like, that's the only thing. There was nothing really fantastic about it, I suppose. It was just more useful if you maybe had, like, say, 5 or 6 operators, mainly farmers, to be honest. But anyway, what we'll do, we'll have a little look at these. This is the first one I've shot out of the box. Like I say, this is the base station, so this might have been the farmer's wife, I don't know, or the boss. Yeah, so what we've got here basically is a DNT, and I'll show you exactly what's in these radios, or this one anyway. There's a DNT M40, so that radio there is what's in here. And Catswhiskers obviously have built this into here, housed it with a power supply, a front facing speaker, and obviously it gives you your tones on the front there. So like I say, they've just used this radio, a DNT. Not the best radios, even this Super Tune one's bloody crap, but there you go. So that's what's in that one. Right, anyway, I'll give you a little look around it and we'll show you what else is in the box. That's the rear, and it says on here what the transmit codes are, and this is 1B. So you can see in its corner there, I don't know if you can see that, guys, there. You've got B code there, can you see? So if you're wanting to get in touch with it from another radio, you basically hit B code, you'd hold that in for 2 seconds. We'll demonstrate that a bit later on. Anyway, that's the home base. There's a microphone. You can actually see the DNT microphone there, look, guys. It's just, they've just put their own Catswhiskers logo over the top of it. So I'll give you a little bit more of a look in the front of it. It's quite a big radio, actually. Well, yeah, that's the radio. So that's the base station anyway. So we'll go through the rest of this gear. So I've got a lot to show you, to be honest, guys, quite a bit. What we've got next here is another DNT, but this is the mobile version. Can you see there, guys? So there's another one. These two I've cleaned, by the way, or sort of cleaned them. Just give them a quick wipe over because these have been in here for years. Like I say, now this one hasn't been cleaned yet. Look at the state of that. Again, it's the same as this one, but this one's code C and this one's code D. Can you see there, guys? C and D. So we'll keep mounting these up. I've only, like I say, I had a quick look at them when I got them a few months back, and I haven't really bothered that much since. I just shoved them back in the box. Again, there's another dusty one. Another DNT. And this one's code A. So there's a couple of code A's actually. Don't want to pull these mics out, we don't want all these in, do we? And there's another one. Again, these are all the same. They're all DNTs. And that's code E. So you can see there, guys, we're getting quite a few, aren't we? Right, the next one, what I've got here, now this one, this is definitely a code A, yeah. So I'm wondering if this one is being replaced. I haven't tried that yet. Well, no, these are both code A's. Anyway, this is another code A. But take a guess what radio that is. Now this one must be later, because to be honest, I think these originate for around about 80, maybe mid 80s, maybe it's 83ish, 84. Now this here, and this is basically a Midland 77 104, and it's basically one of those. Yeah, another radio. But anyway, I thought I'd just show you what's inside of these. So that basically is inside of here, obviously with the tones, you know, and that's around the rear. Yeah, crazy really, yeah. Like I say, these are all 40 channel muppet boxes as well, or UK 2781, whatever you want to call it anyway. So that's, like I say, that's the Midland. So, and you can see the microphone. You can't miss that microphone, can you really? And obviously they've stuck over the top of that with the Catswhiskers sticker. Yeah, it looks like an aluminium sticker actually, or an aluminium, yeah. I mean, they look quite professional. I mean, these are made well, you know, I suppose. I have no idea what they cost, these things, but I bet they weren't cheap. I mean, maybe these were, let me just get this camera on a little bit. Maybe these were around about, as the radio goes, 50, 60 quid. The Midlands, and maybe it's about the same, maybe it's a bit more for the DNT. I mean, the Supertune DNTs, they were quite expensive, I suppose, weren't they? But I can imagine these, I can imagine them slogging another 100 quid on top of these, do you think? Yeah, so that's a nice little touch, isn't it? The power lead, using basically what we know as a microphone plug. So there's a microphone socket on the back, as you can see there, guys, which is, it's quite nice, isn't it, really? It's a nice little touch. And you've got three, you've got a positive, a negative, and also an ignition live, and that's basically for the PA horn mute, the orange, which is unusual. So that's the power lead. Manuals, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6. There's another one there. Put them out the way on there. And this is the manual there, guys. I'll tell you what, we'll go through that with a bit more detail in a minute. I'll put that to one side for a second. Another Catswhiskers microphone. Another Catswhiskers microphone. Again, these are all DNT. Power lead. That's used, that one. Another power lead. Again, these have been, I think these have been taken out of tractors and, or something like that, you know. That's my guess anyway. I mean, there's all sorts of bits and bobs in here. That was in the box as well. Now these have all come, they're in packets down below here in Catswhiskers packets, so obviously, yeah, quite handy, useful little bits there. There's another one. Well, these are Catswhiskers cat call accessory. See that there, guys? And that is basically a gutter mount. Still in the packet. A Catswhiskers gutter mount. I don't know, they've ripped that off. Well, let's have a little look. Oh, it's got Catswhiskers on the side of it there inside. Can you see? I'm not too sure what that is. Maybe it's Lem, I'm not too sure. But it's gutter mount catalogue number 2008. That reminds me. Now, all the DNT cat call radios are 1580's. That's the model number. Now, the Midland is actually classed as a CW 1588. So that's a 1580, 1588. I would have thought this was a bit newer, like a bit more. Well, maybe it's a year newer, maybe, or thereabouts. Or maybe not. I don't know. Slide mount and loom. So that was in the box as well. Slide mount there and the loom. We got that there. Probably a bit of glare, but doesn't matter. That's new and opened. These are just packets, like I say. There's bits of packets of all sorts here. What have we got here? We've got a mirror mount. I think that's what those are off. Those other things, you know, that fell out. The mirror mount there. Again, there's another mirror mount here. And also, what is this? Have a look what this is. Do you know what? I haven't really looked at these damn things. I've seen all this lot off the same vendor in December at Bishop Auckland Club Rally. I was going to grab them then. I thought, nah, can't be bothered. I didn't feel good anyway. I felt like crap with that. I had a bloody bad dose of flu, so I didn't couldn't be bothered bringing them home. Anyway, lo and behold, they were there in March, so I picked them up. No, what's in there? Again, I think that just looks like a mirror mount, bits and bobs in there. Again, I think that's what all this cable's out of. Yeah, it's whole mount. Yeah, they come with the coax as well, so they just fell out the packet. Let's have a look what else is in the bottom here. A bit of a slide mount that's fell out with something there. And that's about it, guys. I'll tell you what was in, well, I'll show you what's in the bottom here. A 13 amp fuse. A random valve was in the bottom. What is it? Looks like an EL... Ugh, no idea. That was in the bottom of there. And also, one of these, I think that's a... looks like a fighter pilot's bloody microphone, I'm not too sure. This thing, let's have a look. Is it one of them? No, I don't know. I think it is. I'm trying to think now. Maybe. But that was in the bottom of the actual box. So, right, okay, so what we're going to do next then, you've had a little look at them, you know. I mean, I could maybe do something a bit more in the future with them, but what I want to do now, I want to show you how these work. And we'll go from there. Right, so let's give these a go, see how we get on with them. I've wired them all up anyway, tried them, they seem to be working fine. What we'll do first, we'll go through a bit of the manual, you know. I'll show you it anyway as we're going along, but that's the front of it anyway, as I showed you not long ago. You just pause if you want to read it yourself, but I'll go through it in a second. There's the inside, and there's the rear. Like I say, just hit the pause there, guys. A bit creased that, you know, isn't it? Right, so basically, the company was called Catswhiskers, and they were based in 23 Duke Street, Henley-on-Thames, Oxon, and postcode was RG91UR. I have no idea what goes on there now at all. I haven't done much homework because I'm leaving that to you guys. I want a bit of interaction on this video, it'd be nice. If anyone knows anything. I like the comments, you know what I mean? We'll have a bit of a chum mag about it if you want. So if anyone knows anything else on these, you know, that'd be great. And save me looking it up. It's a bit of interaction for everyone, isn't it? Anyway, so we'll go through this manual. So obviously all these radios need to be programmed, well, the same program by the dealer, and it's only tones, isn't it? So they call them receive codes, that's what it says on the manual. So these are obviously your codes, A to F, and obviously you can double them up as well. So you could have A, B, C, D, you could have DA, you know what I mean, or DC, E, AA, EA, or whatever, you know what I mean, you know where I'm coming from anyway. So those are your call buttons along here, obviously. Sleep button, for instance, if you, I'll tell you what, I'll show you anyway. So that's on now, press the sleep button, the radio goes into sleep mode. The only thing that's still alive basically is the channel display, the rest of it's turned off until you key the mic as, there you go, back to sleep. This is your call receive light here, there you can see that it's just shut off now. This, well they both have anyway. So looking at about 90 seconds by the looks of it. Microphone socket, as you can see, that's what it says there. On and off volume, obviously we know what that is, don't we? Squelch control, we know what that is as well. Channel selector, we all know what that is as well. 40 channels, these are basically just a muppet box. UK 40 FM. Channel display, we've got here and there, obviously. Illuminated meter, again, it's not rocket science. When it goes to sleep, the meter illumination goes off. Like I say, the channel display stays on. Right, so instructions for you. Switch it on. Volume up, obviously. So what you need to do with this basically, so we both need to be on the same channel, which is, yeah, you know, obvious. So they're both on channel 25. So the instructions for you, so I'll go through it on here, but I know what I'm doing. Right, so rotate volume, it's on off switch, which is here, obviously. Select the channel you wish to use, and I've got it on 25, the pair of them. To make a call, you give a 2-second press on the button or buttons for the station you wish to call. Say we want to use the base station to call this radio. This radio is an A set, so we click on A button, hold that in, and there we go. You see that's flashing, and I'll answer that. Hello, 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 hello. What can I do for you? Can you cut field B please for me and pick up that wheat? No problem at all. So that's basically how that works. And again, if this radio wanted to contact the base station, that is a B radio. You'd hold in B, which is... Now this radio is buzzing. Annoying, isn't it? But it's going to get your attention, especially if you're in a tractor, because tractors are noisy, so it's probably useful, I think. And obviously you can pick on the worker you want, because everyone's got their own designated tones, I suppose. It's going to wake each radio up, whichever one you want, whether it's C, B, D or whatever, you know. But yeah, that's how it works. Very straightforward, really. But I bet these were expensive. Like I say, let's have a look at this manual, see if there's anything else we've missed out. But I don't think so. Yeah, it just tells you basically to talk 4 inches away from the microphone. No one does that, do they? Can you imagine talking 4 inches away from the microphone in the tractor? Nah, that doesn't happen. At the end of the conversation, press the sleep button, which will hang up, which is here. Both of them. That's here. You see there, they've basically gone to sleep. Now, if you want to wake those up, you can wake those up again through your tone. So if you want to wake this radio up, A tone, hold it in. Let's woke up. Horrible there. But yeah, you get the point. I suppose they might have been quite useful. You know, if, like I say, if you've got a bunch of lads in a farm hovering around in different tractors and doing different jobs and whatnot, it could be useful. Or in a factory or whatever, that type of thing. But it does say there, I mean, I thought there was something wrong with these at first, because they're on about, it sounds wobbly, doesn't it? It sounds a bit, doesn't sound right. But on receipt of an incoming call, your set will emit a rapid warble tone. There you go, see, from the loudspeaker. It is possible for your dealer to preset the volume of the tone to suit the environment. Obviously, these have been in tractors because that is noisy. When you press the push to talk button on the microphone to reply, the warble tone will cease and the call receive light will go out and you can enjoy your conversation. Like I say, guys, it was a little look at these. I've had them for a while now. I might let these go, to be honest, because I'm trying to have a good sort out. And bought them on a whim, to be honest. So there might be some farmer out there who's a bit of a... who might want to go back in time, I don't know. Anyway, I might let these go. If you're interested, send me an email. But anyway, what do you guys think of these things, eh? Weird, eh? Midland, DNT, strange. Like I say, that radio's in most of them. And this little Midland is in this one. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, were they worth it? Did you use them at work? Do you have any knowledge on these? Because I know for a fact there'll be a few out there who know a lot more than me, whether it's this year, next year, in 2030, I don't know. I'll be here. That's if I'm alive. Anyway, guys, just a little one there, a bit of a play. Thumbs up for the channel, wouldn't go miss, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.